thought before he said
Help me out? Hey everybody. Hey. Rich Kasia, right on. For those who don't know, me and George were roommates for a while. We met him back in '92, so it was good times. Saw him through all those fun little kids, you know. But this is probably the first time I'm going to say this to this many people, and hopefully the last, but always been a little jealous of George. He's just been cool. He's just kind of the man. For example, in Pop Warner, his nickname was Monster, because at all of 40 pounds, he was knocking guys out and he was a terror out there. Sunshine came later, but first I was Simon, not because how much I ate, because my legs wobbled like noodles. So, I had to deal with that for a little while, but it was okay. And then the other one was he was like an all-state wrestler, all-star football player. And so I was always jealous of him. Like when he was winning medals and like off at state competitions, I was studying math problems and doing homework. When he was making like ukuleles and boxes and little tables for my mom and stuff like that, I was playing video games. And I mean, even now, like, look, he's got the cool uniform and dressed up. And my work uniform is aloha shirt and slacks. So, but this is like, that's not to say he wasn't perfect. No, nobody's perfect. George, I'm sure we all remember how much fun report cards were and progress reports and grade checks, and I'm sure Dad loved picking George up after getting those and having fun. That reminds me of this one time my mom had got these pies. I don't know what it was for, but she got these pies, and George he could barely walk at the time. He was still in diapers, and somehow he crawled into the kitchen, got to the pies, and when we found him, he was sitting there with a blueberry sauce goatee and a blueberry Care Bear belly, and when he realized he was busted, he pulls a hand out of the way. You want some? And so he's always had a sweet tooth, but I mean, that explains kind of his cavities too. For real. The first time he went to the dentist, he had 15 cavities. And then the second time he had 10. So at that point he had more cavities than teeth. But he's always figured out a way to like get the good stuff and do it right and have a good time. And I think that's why I was so relieved when I found out that him and Kasia were together, because Kasia's always been driven. She's so determined to get what she wants, and she's gonna do it, and she knows, and she's there. And I mean, I guess that helped with his grades a little, because he got his diploma. He made it through without any major issues. The first time I met Kasia was in Hana, and she rolled up, and I didn't know who she was. I was like, where is this from? And we were asking her, like, how did you get here? She's like, oh, I drove. I just got my license today. And she had a broken wrist, a broken hand. That was the first, I swear to God, that was the first time I met you. And I was like, what? You just got your driver's license with a broken hand? And she's like, yeah, like it was no big deal, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, jeez. I know, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, I guess I'm just soft from behind or something. The kids and stuff. Rub some dirt on it. But I guess that just sort of explains a lot of how they've made it through so much, and they've really stayed true to a promise made, a promise kept, and it really does define their relationship and how they feel about each other. They've been through so much together, and it's just so amazing and so cool that we're all here today, or tonight, sorry. to celebrate them. I mean, they went through long distance relationship. They're going through George still deciding if he wants to stay in the military or not. Like, Kasia finally got her degree, and so she's like entering the workforce and doing all those things, and it's so cool. It's so awesome that they're keeping that promise, because that doesn't happen often. I'm not saying anything, but it's pretty cool. But it is. The one moment that really stood out to me about George and Kasia was when George went to basic, and we were sending him off, and that's a hard time. It was the first time I really saw George cry, and it was the first time I ever saw Kasia cry, and it was so painful just seeing them just ripped apart from each other for something that they wanted to do. But it's so beautiful to see that much love, you know, and it was crazy. You just couldn't help it. Oh man, I want that. But they kept that promise, and here we are, and this is for them, and this is their promise that they made to each other that they're keeping. And to George and to Kasia, everybody, please, congratulations. We wish you the best. We wish you the most. We love you so much. Congratulations. We love you. Yeah.
Once again, best man Carson Chihara.
A million times I wrote his nose. It's really cute. It didn't sound good.